I humbly implore the divine presence of Almighty Allah, the epitome of mercy and compassion, to attentively heed my supplication and graciously fulfill my humble entreaty. It should be noted that he amicably amalgamated several ingredients renowned for their ability to stimulate thirst. I humbly implore you, invoking the name of Allah, the most merciful and benevolent. In order to satiate our desire for hydration, we exercised meticulousness in amalgamating a selection of preferred tastes, encompassing garlic, onions, and salt. I present to you this modest contemplation in the name of Allah. I humbly present my words in reverence to the divine, invoking the name of Allah, the embodiment of utmost grace and mercy. I express my sincere gratitude to the teacher for consistently providing beneficial responses. In the midst of a calm demeanor, a servant expresses his thirst in a subdued manner after consuming all the provisions for the evening. In contrast, an agitated teacher proclaims with distress that our available water resources are insufficient due to financial constraints. I kindly implore your earnest contemplation of my modest appeal, invoking the name of Allah, the most gracious and the most merciful. In the context of divine reverence, it is hoped that in the forthcoming epics, the benevolence and compassion of Allah will enable the realization of the desired outcome. We implore Allah to ascertain that the man was not provided with water as a consequence of his actions, according to divine will. May it be acknowledged, in the presence of the divine entity, that they entered a state of unconsciousness thereafter. May it be so that individuals who earnestly pursue the divine presence of Allah may encounter a transformative and deeply introspective awakening within themselves. After the departure of the individuals from our vicinity and their subsequent return to the classroom, we respectfully implore the Almighty Allah to graciously grant them His divine blessings. I hope that Allah will bestow blessings upon them as they embark on a journey towards self-awareness and an elevated state of consciousness. Facilitate the attainment of tranquility and understanding in individuals by virtue of your inexhaustible benevolence, thereby enabling their embrace of your sacred doctrines. I respectfully implore the divine being, known as Allah, who is characterized by utmost compassion, to bestow upon me the fortitude required to approach the esteemed professor and pose my inquiries. May it be bestowed upon them by the divine power that they may acquire profound knowledge and comprehension, and may their utterances be imbued with devoutness and humble surrender. I humbly request the divine presence and implore for steadfast guidance and plentiful blessings from the Almighty, in the name of Allah, the most gracious and the most merciful. Sincere regards. The individual mentioned is Akbar. Dear esteemed entity, I respectfully request that you kindly disclose the precise details of your observations. I humbly beseech Allah, the embodiment of boundless compassion and mercy, to graciously grant me profound discernment and sagacity in my academic pursuits. I earnestly beseech Allah, the epitome of boundless mercy, to bestow upon me His celestial benevolence and guide me towards a life characterized by profound modesty. Warm regards, Akbar. I humbly acknowledge the existence of a multitude of rivers, as a manifestation of divine creation. As I engage in a comprehensive exploration of this corpus of knowledge, I humbly seek divine guidance from Allah. Warm regards, Akbar. I respectfully implore the benevolent and compassionate entity to attentively heed the pleas of these fatigued individuals and bestow upon them respite from their state of exhaustion. May it be requested that the divine mercy be bestowed upon the aforementioned individuals, thereby mitigating their afflictions and endowing them with the resilience to persevere. Utilize your profound expertise to facilitate the restoration of their physical well-being and invigorate their overall vitality. In accordance with religious tradition, I respectfully implore the divine entity known as Allah, who is characterized by boundless compassion and benevolence. With utmost devotion and unwavering belief, I place my full reliance on your limitless benevolence and mercy. Warm regards, Akbar. We humbly submit ourselves to you, O Allah, beseeching your benevolence and enlightenment. I humbly implore you, invoking the name of Allah, the most merciful and benevolent. All credit is owed to Allah, the omnipotent sovereign. The children have expressed their perspectives in a respectful manner. May the divine bestow blessings and transmit its wisdom upon their utterances as they earnestly pursue divine guidance and existence. To attain a comprehensive understanding and embrace the profound nature of this sacred revelation, we humbly implore Allah, the most gracious and the most merciful, for perpetual guidance and divine favor. Warm regards, Akbar. I humbly express my sincerest apologies to Allah, the most merciful, for daring to question the extent of your omniscience. I respectfully acknowledge and defer to your profound comprehension of the matter at hand, as well as your exceptional discernment. I respectfully implore the entity, characterized by utmost benevolence and profound empathy, to bestow upon me the capacity for perceiving the representation of an individual within the sanctified realm of affection imbued with moral excellence. Kindly acknowledge the frequent nocturnal visits of the Prophet, which have bestowed upon us an enduring affection. I implore the divine entity, Allah, to consistently grant His benevolence upon both myself and my associate. We beseech you, O most merciful Allah, to kindly attend to our supplication. We express our reverence to Allah and offer our admiration to the Prophet, who was selected by the Omniscient and bestowed with the sacred duty of observing the marvels of the celestial domain. Dear God, who is characterized by mercy and grace, I humbly beseech your divine guidance as I reflect upon the invaluable teachings imparted by our revered Prophet Sallallahu. I respectfully beseech the divine presence of Allah, seeking His enlightenment and guidance to impart upon me a comprehensive comprehension of radical Islam, encompassing its three fundamental principles. According to divine providence, I beseech Allah, the epitome of mercy and compassion, to bestow upon you boundless wisdom and steadfast guidance. During this period of profound introspection, I engage in a thorough contemplation of the religious beliefs that constitute the fundamental essence of each person. When do individuals engage in the act of prostration before you, O Allah, with a firm conviction that their aspirations will be fulfilled, contingent upon your divine decree? I hope that, in the name of Allah and His divine radiance, my endeavors to comprehend the enigmas surrounding human longing will be bestowed with divine favor. Sincere regards. The individual in question is named Akbar. In the context of the divine presence of Allah, characterized by attributes of utmost mercy and compassion, I respectfully offer a prayer seeking enlightenment and direction. The internal aspect of in accordance with the principles of Islamic faith, I humbly present my request for clarification, indicating that the response I'm inquiring about is of a negative nature rather than an affirmative one. In the context of religious devotion, I humbly implore the divine entity known as Allah, who is characterized by boundless benevolence and compassion, to bestow upon me an abundance of safeguarding, direction, and comprehension. I humbly invoke the name of Allah, the embodiment of utmost benevolence and compassion, as I beseech for your divine intervention and convey my profound gratitude. Sincere regards. King Akbar was a prominent historical figure. Amidst the governance of President Assad and the imminent arrival of Fajr, we respectfully implore the divine being to bestow upon us the divine blessing of a lucid vision that can be actualized. May Allah bestow upon His devoted servant the intellectual capacity to grasp the intricacies inherent in their visionary pursuits. May the infusion of celestial radiance permeate their innermost beings, thereby eliciting the emergence of latent sagacity. May the transcendental wisdom emanating from a higher source illuminate their journeys, and may the boundless grace bestowed upon them serve as a guiding force towards the ultimate veracity. As individuals traverse the challenges encountered throughout their expedition, it is my sincere hope that they shall acquire enhanced comprehension and undergo an augmented state of spiritual contentment. Dear, most merciful and gracious one, I humbly request that you bestow upon these words the profound meaning and significance they earnestly seek. I hope that individuals experience the comforting embrace of your affectionate embrace, resulting in their profound transformation into a vessel of considerable importance and enlightenment. The individuals in question necessitate your divine guidance in order to remain steadfast on the path of moral rectitude. Omniscient Allah, we beseech you to bestow your blessings upon them. We humbly implore the esteemed Prophet of God to grant us the gift of divine wisdom and discernment. We kindly request that you share some of your extensive knowledge and expertise with us. 3 variations of the appellation for Allah, denoting His attribute of being the most gracious and merciful, have been presented. The eloquence of your discourse has the potential to illuminate our journey towards veracity and moral rectitude. We humbly implore your intervention on our behalf, invoking the name of Allah, the most merciful and compassionate. Warm regards, Akbar. We humbly acknowledge the divine presence of Allah, recognizing that it is solely through His omnipotence that individuals' hearts are imbued with happiness and the profound splendor of the Islamic faith is illuminated.